Imagine walking into a room, not as who you are today, but as the person you've always dreamed of becoming. Picture yourself with the confidence, the poise, and the mindset of a millionaire. You see, wealth is not just about the money in your bank account. It's about the way you think, the way you act, and the way you carry yourself in every situation. Acting as if you are a millionaire isn't about pretending, it's about adopting the habits, the discipline, and the vision that lead to success. Today, let's explore how embracing this mindset can transform not just your finances, but every aspect of your life. A millionaire's journey often begins in the mind. The mindset of abundance is the belief that opportunities, resources, and wealth are plentiful and accessible. It's about seeing the world as a place full of potential, where success is not a limited resource, but something that can be achieved by anyone willing to put in the effort. This mindset contrasts sharply with the scarcity mindset, where people believe that resources are limited, and that success is a zero-sum game. Having an abundance mindset encourages you to take calculated risks, invest in your personal growth, and pursue opportunities that might seem out of reach. It's about focusing on possibilities rather than limitations. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't afford this," someone with an abundance mindset would ask, "How can I afford this?" This subtle shift in thinking opens up a world of possibilities. Moreover, an abundance mindset fosters a positive outlook on life. It helps you appreciate what you have while also striving for more. You become more generous with your time, knowledge, and resources because you believe that giving will not deplete you but will instead enrich your life. In business, this mindset leads to innovation and collaboration, as you're not threatened by competition but instead see it as a motivator to improve and grow. In summary, adopting a mindset of abundance means embracing a worldview where wealth, success, and opportunities are within your reach, and where your potential is limited only by your imagination and willingness to take action. Millionaires are decisive. They make decisions with confidence, even when the outcome is uncertain. This confidence comes from a combination of knowledge, experience, and a willingness to take responsibility for the results of their decisions, whether they succeed or fail. Confidence in decision-making doesn't mean that millionaires never experience doubt or fear. Rather, it means they don't let those emotions paralyze them. They understand that every decision carries some level of risk, but they have learned to trust their instincts and judgment. This trust is often built through experience, where they've made mistakes, learned from them, and refined their decision-making process. Furthermore, confident decision makers are not afraid to seek advice from experts or mentors. They know that they don't have all the answers, and they are willing to learn from others. However, they don't rely solely on outside opinions. They gather information, weigh their options, and then make a decision based on what they believe is best. Confidence in decision-making also involves the ability to act quickly when necessary. Opportunities often have a limited window, and those who hesitate may miss out. Millionaires understand the importance of timing and are willing to make decisions swiftly, knowing that not every decision will be perfect, but that inaction can be more costly than making a wrong choice. In essence, confidence in decision-making is about having the courage to take action, the wisdom to learn from experience, and the trust in oneself to make choices that align with your goals and values. Strategic networking is about building and nurturing relationships that can help you achieve your goals. Millionaires understand that success is not just about what you know, but also about who you know. They actively seek to connect with people who can provide insights, opportunities, and support, and they do so in a way that is mutually beneficial. Networking isn't about collecting business cards or having a large number of superficial contacts. It's about developing meaningful relationships with people who share your vision or can offer expertise that complements your own. Millionaires network with purpose. They attend events, join organizations, and participate in communities where they can meet individuals who align with their business interests and personal values. Strategic networking also involves giving before you receive. Millionaires often approach relationships with a mindset of adding value, whether it's by offering advice, sharing resources, or making introductions. By being generous and supportive, they build trust and rapport. which can lead to long-term partnerships and collaborations. In addition, millionaires understand the importance of maintaining their network. They regularly check in with their contacts, offer help when needed, and keep the lines of communication open. This consistent engagement ensures that their network remains strong and that they stay top of mind when opportunities arise. Ultimately, strategic networking is about building a circle of influence that can propel you forward. It's about connecting with the right people, fostering relationships based on trust and mutual benefit, and creating a support system that helps you achieve your long-term goals. Millionaires are masters of financial discipline. They understand that wealth is not just about earning money, but also about managing it effectively. Disciplined financial management involves budgeting, saving, investing, and making informed financial decisions that align with long-term goals. A key aspect of financial discipline is living below your means. Millionaires are often frugal, focusing on value rather than cost. They make conscious decisions about where and how they spend their money, prioritizing investments that will grow their wealth over time. This might mean avoiding unnecessary luxuries or delaying gratification in order to achieve greater financial security. Investing is another crucial component of disciplined financial management. Millionaires understand the power of compound interest and the importance of having their money work for them. They diversify their investments, balancing risk with potential returns, and they continuously seek opportunities to grow their wealth through various asset classes, such as stocks, real estate, or businesses. Debt management is also a part of financial discipline. While millionaires may use debt strategically to leverage investments or grow their businesses, they are careful not to overextend themselves. They understand the importance of maintaining a healthy debt-to-income ratio and ensuring that any borrowed funds are used productively. Lastly, disciplined financial management involves regular review and adjustment of financial plans. Millionaires frequently assess their financial situation, track their progress, and make adjustments as needed to stay on course with their long-term objectives. This ongoing vigilance ensures that they remain in control of their finances and are prepared for any challenges that may arise. A commitment to continuous learning and growth is a hallmark of successful millionaires. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and staying ahead requires an ongoing effort to acquire new knowledge, skills, and insights. This mindset of lifelong learning is not just about formal education, it's about being curious, open-minded, and proactive in seeking out opportunities for personal and professional development. Millionaires read extensively, attend seminars, take courses, and seek out mentors who can provide guidance and new perspectives. They are constantly looking for ways to improve themselves, whether it's learning about new technologies, understanding market trends, or developing leadership skills. This dedication to learning allows them to adapt to changing circumstances and seize new opportunities as they arise. Moreover, continuous learning is not limited to professional development. Millionaires also invest in their personal growth, focusing on areas such as emotional intelligence, mindfulness, and physical health. They understand that success is holistic and that personal well-being is just as important as financial or professional achievements. In addition, millionaires are not afraid to fail because they see failure as a learning opportunity. They analyze their mistakes, learn from them, and use those lessons to improve. This resilience and willingness to embrace failure as part of the learning process is what sets them apart from those who shy away from risks. In essence, continuous learning and growth are about embracing a mindset of curiosity and self-improvement. It's about being willing to step out of your comfort zone, seek out new challenges, and continually strive to be better than you were yesterday. Generosity and giving back are fundamental to the millionaire mindset. Many successful individuals recognize that their wealth and success are not just for personal gain, but also for the benefit of others. They believe in the principle of reciprocity. What you give out, you get back, and understand that contributing to the well-being of others can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Giving back can take many forms, from charitable donations to mentoring, volunteering, or creating opportunities for others. Millionaires often support causes they are passionate about, whether it's education, healthcare, environmental conservation, or social justice. By investing their time, money, and resources into these causes, they help create positive change in the world. Generosity also extends to the way millionaires treat those around them. They often mentor young professionals, share their knowledge freely, and create environments that foster growth and collaboration. This spirit of generosity builds strong relationships and networks, which in turn contribute to their own success. Furthermore, many millionaires establish foundations or philanthropic initiatives to ensure their wealth continues to have a positive impact long after they are gone. They see their success as a platform to make a difference and are committed to leaving a legacy that reflects their values and beliefs. In reflecting upon the principles that guide the lives of millionaires, it becomes clear that true wealth is not merely a reflection of one's bank balance, but rather the manifestation of a broader, richer mindset and lifestyle. The journey to financial success and personal fulfillment is paved with more than just hard work and smart investments. It is built upon a foundation of specific attitudes and behaviors that shape every decision and action. As we have explored, adopting the mindset and habits of a millionaire is not about pretension or superficiality, but about cultivating the qualities that lead to sustained success and a fulfilling life. The mindset of abundance is the cornerstone of this journey. It is the belief that opportunities are everywhere, that resources are plentiful, and that success is available to all who are willing to pursue it with determination and vision. This perspective shifts the focus from limitations to possibilities, encouraging us to think creatively and expansively about what we can achieve. When we adopt an abundance mindset, we are more likely to take risks, pursue ambitious goals, and maintain a positive outlook even in the face of challenges. This mindset allows us to see setbacks as temporary and opportunities as boundless, fostering a resilience that is essential for long-term success. Confidence in decision-making is another crucial element in the millionaire's toolkit. This confidence does not stem from arrogance or infallibility, but from a deep-seated trust in one's ability to make informed choices. It is the product of experience, continuous learning, and a willingness to take responsibility for outcomes, both good and bad. Confident decision-makers are not paralyzed by fear of failure. Instead, they understand that every decision carries some level of risk, and they are prepared to act decisively when opportunities arise. This confidence is also grounded in a realistic assessment of one's strengths and weaknesses, and an understanding that seeking advice or collaboration is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. The ability to make decisions with clarity and assurance is a powerful driver of success, enabling us to move forward with purpose and determination. The importance of strategic networking cannot be overstated in the pursuit of success. Millionaires understand that no one achieves greatness alone. They actively cultivate relationships with people who can provide support, insight, and opportunities. Networking is not about collecting contacts for the sake of it, but about building meaningful, mutually beneficial relationships. It involves a willingness to give before you receive, to offer value to others, and to approach relationships with authenticity and respect. Strategic networking opens doors to new possibilities, provides access to resources and knowledge, and creates a support system that can be invaluable during challenging times. By surrounding themselves with like-minded, ambitious individuals, millionaires create an environment that fosters growth, innovation, and success. Disciplined financial management is the backbone of sustained wealth. Millionaires are not merely lucky or fortuitous in their financial endeavors. They are deliberate and disciplined in how they manage their money. They understand the importance of living below their means, making informed investment decisions, and continually assessing their financial health. This discipline extends to how they manage debt, invest in opportunities, and plan for the future. By maintaining control over their finances, millionaires are able to take advantage of opportunities as they arise and avoid the pitfalls that often accompany poor financial management. This disciplined approach to money is not about deprivation, but about making choices that align with long-term goals and ensuring that wealth is built and preserved over time. Continuous learning and growth are fundamental to the millionaire mindset. The world is constantly evolving, and those who succeed are those who commit to evolving with it. Millionaires are lifelong learners. They seek out new knowledge, skills, and experiences that can enhance their personal and professional lives. They are curious, open-minded, and willing to step out of their comfort zones to pursue new opportunities for growth. This commitment to continuous learning is not limited to formal education, but extends to every aspect of life. It involves staying informed about industry trends, learning from mistakes, and constantly seeking ways to improve and innovate. By prioritizing growth and self-improvement, millionaires ensure that they remain relevant, adaptable, and prepared for whatever the future may hold. Finally, generosity and giving back are intrinsic to the millionaire mindset. True wealth is not measured solely by what you accumulate, but by the impact you have on the world around you. Millionaires often recognize that their success affords them the opportunity and the responsibility to contribute to the greater good. Whether through charitable donations, mentorship, or creating opportunities for others, they understand that giving back enriches their own lives as much as it does those they help. This spirit of generosity is not about seeking recognition or accolades. It is about living a life of purpose and making a positive difference in the world. By sharing their wealth, knowledge, and resources, millionaires create a legacy that extends far beyond their own lifetime, contributing to a more just, equitable, and prosperous society. In conclusion, the path to becoming a millionaire is not a straight line, nor is it solely defined by financial success. It is a journey that involves cultivating a mindset of abundance, making confident decisions, building strategic relationships, managing finances with discipline, committing to lifelong learning, and giving back to others. These principles are not just for those who already have wealth. They are accessible to anyone willing to adopt them. Today we gather to explore a concept that has the power to revolutionize your life: the law of assumption. This principle is not just a theory or an abstract idea. It is a dynamic force that, when understood and applied, can unlock the doors to your deepest desires and aspirations. The law of assumption is founded on a simple yet profound truth: what you assume to be true, regardless of your current circumstances, will manifest in your reality. This law challenges the conventional belief that we are merely victims of our environment or the whims of fate. Instead, it places the power squarely in our hands, asserting that we are the architects of our destiny. Your mind, with its capacity for imagination and belief, holds the key to creating the life you desire. But how does one harness this power? It begins with the realization that your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions are not passive experiences. They are active forces shaping the world around you. By assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you align yourself with the reality you seek. You begin to embody the state of being that corresponds to your desire, and in doing so, you draw that desire into your experience. In this discussion, we will delve into the mechanics of the law of assumption, exploring how you can consciously cultivate the assumptions that will bring your dreams to life. We will examine practical techniques to shift your mindset, replace limiting beliefs, and step into the reality you wish to create. Whether it is wealth, health, love, or personal growth you seek, the law of assumption offers a pathway to manifesting your deepest desires. As we embark on this journey, let us open our minds to the possibilities that lie ahead. Let us embrace the power within us to shape our reality through the simple yet transformative act of assumption. The first step in harnessing the power of the law of assumption is understanding the immense influence that assumption holds over your reality. Assumption is more than just a casual belief. It is the act of accepting something as true, even in the absence of concrete evidence. This is not about blind faith or wishful thinking, but about recognizing the fundamental principle that the state of mind you assume is what shapes your external circumstances. When you assume something with conviction, your mind begins to operate as though that assumption is already a reality. This mental state influences your actions, decisions, and even the opportunities that appear in your life. The core idea here is that your current reality is a direct reflection of your inner assumptions. If you assume that success, happiness, and abundance are yours, your subconscious mind will align with this belief and work tirelessly to bring it into existence. On the other hand, if you assume that life is a struggle, or that you are unworthy of your desires, these negative assumptions will manifest in your reality as well. The law of assumption challenges us to take responsibility for our inner world, knowing that it is the seedbed from which our external experiences grow. To fully grasp the power of assumption, it is essential to understand that your mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you consistently assume a particular state of being, your mind begins to treat it as if it is already true. This leads to a shift in your energy, behavior, and overall vibration, attracting corresponding experiences into your life. Therefore, mastering the law of assumption involves becoming acutely aware of the assumptions you hold about yourself, others, and the world around you. The law of assumption teaches us that we are not passive recipients of life's circumstances, but active creators of our reality. By deliberately choosing and embodying positive, empowering assumptions, we can transform our lives from the inside out. This realization is the foundation upon which all other steps in the manifestation process are built. Once you understand the power of assumption, the next crucial step is aligning your thoughts with your desires. This alignment is key to manifesting the life you want, as it ensures that your conscious and subconscious minds are working together in harmony. Often people experience frustration in their manifestation efforts because their thoughts are scattered, inconsistent, or contradict their desires. For instance, you may desire financial abundance but constantly worry about money, thereby reinforcing the assumption of lack rather than wealth. Aligning your thoughts with your desires means cultivating a mental environment where your desires are not just distant dreams but present realities. This requires consistent mental discipline, where you focus your thoughts on what you want rather than on what you fear or lack. It's about training your mind to think in terms of possibilities and abundance rather than limitations and scarcity. This alignment also involves emotional congruence. Your thoughts and feelings must be in sync with your desires. If you think positively about your goals but feel doubt, fear, or anxiety, these emotions will undermine your manifestation efforts. The law of assumption operates most effectively when your thoughts and emotions are aligned with your desired state. This alignment creates a powerful energetic field that draws your desires toward you. To achieve this alignment, it's important to practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Pay attention to your internal dialogue and notice when your thoughts drift toward negativity or doubt. When this happens, gently redirect your focus back to your desires, affirming them as already achieved. Visualization techniques can be particularly effective here, as they allow you to immerse yourself in the feeling of your desires being fulfilled. The more vividly and consistently you can imagine your desired outcome, the more your thoughts will naturally align with it. In essence, aligning your thoughts with your desires is about creating a mental and emotional state that reflects the reality you wish to manifest. It's about becoming the person who already has what you want in thought, feeling, and action. This alignment is a crucial step in the manifestation process, as it sets the stage for the law of assumption to work its magic. A crucial component of the law of assumption is the role of imagination in manifestation. Imagination is not merely a tool for creativity or entertainment, it is a powerful force that can shape your reality. Through imagination, you can mentally construct the life you desire and begin to experience it internally, even before it manifests externally. The mind doesn't differentiate between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. Therefore, by using your imagination deliberately, you can begin to live in the state of your desires fulfilled, thereby aligning yourself with the reality you wish to create it. Imagination allows you to step into the version of yourself that already has what you desire. When you visualize your goals as already achieved, you create a mental blueprint that guides your subconscious mind toward making it a reality. This process involves more than just seeing images in your mind. It's about fully immersing yourself in the experience. Feel the emotions, sense the environment, and live the experience as if it's happening now. This level of detailed, sensory-rich visualization imprints your desired reality onto your subconscious mind, which then goes to work to manifest it in your life. Moreover, imagination helps you break free from the limitations of your current circumstances. It allows you to transcend the present and step into a future where your desires are fulfilled. This is particularly important when your current reality seems far removed from your goals. By consistently imagining your desired outcome, you shift your focus away from the limitations of the present and towards the possibilities of the future. One effective technique is to practice living in the end, where you imagine your desired outcome as if it has already happened. This involves creating a vivid mental scene that represents the fulfillment of your desire and regularly revisiting it in your imagination. Over time, this imagined reality becomes more familiar and real to your subconscious mind, increasing the likelihood of its manifestation. Imagination is a powerful tool in the process of manifestation. It allows you to experience your desires as if they are already fulfilled, aligning your thoughts, emotions, and energy with the reality you wish to create. By harnessing the power of imagination, you can transcend the limitations of your current reality and begin to live in the state of your desires fulfilled, thereby accelerating the manifestation process. One of the most significant barriers to manifesting your desires through the law of assumption is the presence of limiting beliefs. These are deeply ingrained beliefs that contradict your desires and prevent you from fully embracing the assumption that your goals are already achieved. Limiting beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative self-perceptions. They manifest as thoughts such as "I'm not good enough, I don't deserve success," or "it's too difficult to achieve my goals." These beliefs create an internal conflict that hinders the manifestation process. Overcoming limiting beliefs is essential for the law of assumption to work effectively in your life. The first step in this process is to identify and become aware of these beliefs. This requires self-reflection and honesty, as limiting beliefs are often subtle and operate unconsciously. Pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that arise when you think about your desires. If you notice resistance, doubt, or negative emotions, these are indicators of underlying limiting beliefs. Once you've identified these beliefs, the next step is to challenge and replace them with empowering ones. This involves questioning the validity of your limiting beliefs and exploring alternative perspectives. Ask yourself whether these beliefs are truly based on reality, or if they are simply assumptions you've accepted without scrutiny. Often you'll find that these beliefs are not absolute truths, but rather perceptions that can be changed. Affirmations are a powerful tool in this process. By repeating positive statements that align with your desired reality, you can gradually reprogram your subconscious mind and replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. For example, if you've identified a belief that success is difficult to achieve, you can counteract this with affirmations such as "success comes easily to me," or "I am deserving of all the success I desire." Over time, these affirmations will overwrite the old beliefs, creating a mental environment that supports your desires. In addition to affirmations, visualization can also help in overcoming limiting beliefs. By consistently imagining yourself in the state of your desires fulfilled, you can create new neural pathways in your brain that support your goals. This process not only changes your beliefs but also your behavior, as you begin to act in ways that are congruent with your desired reality. Limiting beliefs are a major obstacle in the manifestation process. To fully harness the power of the law of assumption, it's essential to identify, challenge, and replace these beliefs with empowering ones. By doing so, you create a mental and emotional environment that aligns with your desires, allowing you to manifest them with greater ease and speed. A fundamental aspect of the law of assumption is cultivating the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This principle emphasizes that it's not enough to simply think about your desires, you must also feel as though they are already a reality. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and they play a crucial role in the manifestation process. When you embody the emotions associated with your desired outcome, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious mind that this is your current reality, prompting it to align your external circumstances accordingly. The feeling of the wish fulfilled is about living in the emotional state of having already achieved your desires. This involves more than just positive thinking. It's about fully immersing yourself in the emotions that correspond with your desired reality. For example, if you're manifesting financial abundance, you would cultivate feelings of wealth, security, and freedom. If your goal is to attract love, you would embody feelings of love, connection, and joy. The key is to consistently generate and maintain these emotions, regardless of your current external circumstances. One effective technique for cultivating the feeling of the wish fulfilled is to practice gratitude for your desires as if they have already been realized. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that naturally aligns you with a state of abundance and fulfillment. By regularly expressing gratitude for your desires, you reinforce the belief that they are already yours, which in turn accelerates their manifestation. Another approach is to use visualization combined with emotional immersion. When you visualize your desired outcome, focus not only on the visual details but also on the emotions you would feel if your desire were already fulfilled. Allow yourself to fully experience these emotions in the present moment. The more vividly you can imagine and feel your desired reality, the more powerfully you activate the law of assumption. It's also important to recognize and release any negative emotions that may arise during this process. Negative emotions such as fear, doubt, or frustration can block the manifestation process by creating an energetic mismatch with your desired outcome. When these emotions surface, acknowledge them, and then consciously shift your focus back to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This practice requires mindfulness and persistence, but with time it becomes easier to maintain a positive emotional state. Cultivating the feeling of the wish fulfilled is a crucial step in the manifestation process. By consistently embodying the emotions associated with your desired reality, you align your subconscious mind with your goals and create the energetic conditions for their manifestation. This emotional alignment is what transforms your desires from mere thoughts into tangible realities. It's essential to understand that the law of assumption requires practical techniques for consistent manifestation. While the principles of assumption, alignment, imagination, and emotional cultivation are powerful, they must be applied consistently to yield results. Manifestation is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process that requires regular practice and dedication. One of the most effective practical techniques is the use of affirmations. Affirmations are positive, present tense statements that reinforce your desired reality. By repeating these statements daily, you program your subconscious mind to accept them as true, thereby aligning your thoughts and emotions with your desires. For example, if you're manifesting career success, you might use affirmations like "I am thriving in my career," or "Opportunities flow to me effortlessly." The key to successful affirmations is repetition and emotional engagement. The more you repeat them with conviction and feeling, the more powerful they become. Visualization is another powerful technique for consistent manifestation. As discussed earlier, visualization involves creating a mental image of your desired outcome and immersing yourself in the emotions associated with it. To make this practice more effective, set aside time each day for focused visualization. During this time, close your eyes, relax your body, and vividly imagine your desires as if they are already fulfilled. The more detailed and sensory-rich your visualization, the more powerful the effect on your subconscious mind. In addition to affirmations and visualization, scripting is another practical technique for manifestation. Scripting involves writing a detailed account of your desired reality as if it already happened. This practice helps to solidify your assumptions and make them feel more real. When scripting, use the present tense and describe your desires in great detail, including how you feel, what you see, and the actions you take in this new reality. The act of writing engages both your conscious and subconscious minds, making it a potent tool for manifestation. Consistency is key in the manifestation process. It's important to make these practices a regular part of your daily routine. The more consistently you apply these techniques, the more quickly you will see results. It's also important to maintain a positive mindset and stay committed to your goals, even when challenges arise. Remember that manifestation is a process, and it may take time for your desires to materialize in the physical world. Patience, persistence, and trust in the process are essential. The law of assumption is a powerful tool for manifesting your desires, but it requires practical techniques for consistent application. By incorporating affirmations, visualization, scripting, and other manifestation practices into your daily routine, you can align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired reality, accelerating the manifestation process. With dedication and persistence, you can bring your dreams to life and create the reality you desire. In conclusion, the law of assumption offers a transformative approach to manifesting your desires by emphasizing the power of belief, alignment, imagination, and consistent practice. Throughout this exploration, we have delved into the profound impact that assumption has on shaping our reality, highlighting that our beliefs and assumptions are not mere passive thoughts, but active forces that create the world we experience. By understanding and harnessing this power, we step into the role of conscious creators, capable of bringing our deepest desires into fruition. The journey begins with the realization that what we assume to be true, regardless of current circumstances, inevitably becomes our reality. This understanding challenges us to take responsibility for our inner world, recognizing that the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions we cultivate internally are the seeds that grow into our external experiences. The law of assumption teaches us that we are not bound by the limitations of our current circumstances. Instead, we have the power to transcend them by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Alignment is a critical aspect of this process. It's not enough to simply desire something. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs must be in harmony with that desire. This alignment ensures that our subconscious mind is fully on board with our goals, working tirelessly to bring them into existence. When our thoughts are scattered or contradictory, our manifestation efforts are weakened. But when we consciously align our inner world with our desires, we create a powerful energetic field that draws those desires into our reality. Imagination plays a vital role in this process, serving as a bridge between our current reality and the one we wish to create. Through vivid visualization and emotional immersion, we can experience our desires as if they are already fulfilled. This mental rehearsal not only imprints our desired reality onto our subconscious mind, but also helps us to transcend the limitations of our present circumstances. By consistently imagining and feeling the state of our desires fulfilled, we align ourselves with the reality we wish to manifest. However, along this journey, we must also confront and overcome limiting beliefs, those deeply ingrained thoughts that contradict our desires and hinder our progress. These beliefs often operate unconsciously, creating an internal conflict that sabotages our manifestation efforts. To fully harness the power of the law of assumption, we must identify, challenge, and replace these limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Through affirmations, visualization, and other techniques, we can reprogram our subconscious mind to support our goals, creating a mental environment conducive to manifestation. Cultivating the feeling of the wish fulfilled is perhaps the most crucial aspect of this process. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and they play a significant role in shaping our reality. By consistently embodying the emotions associated with our desired reality, we send a powerful signal to our subconscious mind that this is our current reality. This emotional alignment accelerates the manifestation process, transforming our desires from mere thoughts into tangible realities. Finally, the consistent application of practical techniques such as affirmations, visualization, and scripting is essential for manifesting our desires. These practices help to solidify our assumptions, align our thoughts and emotions with our goals, and keep us focused on the reality we wish to create. Manifestation is an ongoing process that requires dedication, patience, and persistence. By making these techniques a regular part of our daily routine, we can steadily bring our dreams to life. In embracing the law of assumption, we unlock our innate power to shape our reality. By consciously choosing and embodying positive assumptions, aligning our thoughts and emotions with our desires, and consistently applying practical manifestation techniques, we can transform our lives in profound and meaningful ways. The reality you seek is already within you. Assume it, feel it, and it will be yours. I want you to take a moment, close your eyes, and envision the strongest, most confident version of yourself. Imagine a life where every step you take is grounded in unwavering belief in your worth, where every challenge you face is met with a quiet but unbreakable inner strength. In this life, you are your own greatest ally, your own most fervent supporter. Now, I want you to ask yourself, how different would your life be if you truly believed in the power within you? Today, we stand on the threshold of that possibility. We are about to explore the profound impact that self-love and empowerment can have on our lives. But not just in a fleeting, surface-level way. No, we are diving deep into the core of who we are. We are about to uncover the boundless reservoir of strength that lies dormant within us, waiting to be awakened by our own words, thoughts, and beliefs. The truth is, we live in a world that often challenges our self-worth. We are bombarded daily with messages that tell us we are not enough, that we need to be richer, thinner, smarter, more successful, or more like someone else to be truly valued. These messages, both overt and subtle, can seep into our consciousness and erode the very foundation of our self-esteem. Over time, we begin to internalize these lies, and they become the lens through which we view ourselves and the world around us. But here's the powerful reality: we have the power to rewrite that narrative. We have the ability to reclaim our sense of self-worth, to recognize our inherent value, and to step into our true power. And one of the most potent tools at our disposal for this transformation is the use of affirmations. Affirmations are more than just positive words or phrases. They are declarations of truth that have the power to reshape our inner world. When spoken with intention and belief, affirmations can challenge and dismantle the limiting beliefs that have held us back for far too long. They can rewire our minds to see ourselves not as flawed or inadequate, but as capable, deserving, and powerful beings. In the next few moments, we will embark on a journey together, a journey of self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. We will explore how the simple yet profound practice of affirmations can unleash your inner strength and lead you to a life of greater self-love and empowerment. This is not about adding something external to your life. It's about unlocking what has always been within you. So as we move forward, I invite you to open your heart and mind. Embrace the possibility that you are stronger, more resilient, and more capable than you have ever imagined. Allow the affirmations we will explore to resonate deeply within you, and let them be the catalyst for a transformative journey of self-love and empowerment. The strength you seek is already within you, and today we will begin the process of unleashing it. At the heart of self-love and empowerment lies the crucial first step of recognizing and releasing limiting beliefs. These beliefs, often rooted in past experiences, societal conditioning, or internalized negative messages, act as invisible barriers that hinder our growth and potential. They are the quiet, insidious thoughts that whisper, "I'm not good enough, I don't deserve success, or I'm not worthy of love." These beliefs are not truths, but rather narratives that we have adopted over time, often unconsciously, and they shape the way we see ourselves and our place in the world. To begin the process of self-empowerment, it is essential to shine a light on these limiting beliefs. This requires a deep and honest introspection, a willingness to confront the stories we tell ourselves and the origins of these stories. It involves asking ourselves critical questions. Where did this belief come from? Is it truly reflective of who I am? How has it shaped my decisions and actions? This kind of self-inquiry can be challenging and uncomfortable, but it is also liberating. By bringing these beliefs to the surface, we can begin to see them for what they are: constructs of the mind, not immutable facts. Once we have identified these limiting beliefs, the next step is to actively release them. This is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process of transformation. It involves consciously challenging these beliefs whenever they arise, replacing them with more empowering thoughts and affirmations. For example, instead of succumbing to the thought, "I can't do this," we might affirm, "I am capable and prepared for this challenge." Over time, as we repeatedly choose empowering thoughts over limiting ones, we begin to rewire our minds. Our inner dialogue shifts from self-doubt to self-belief, from scarcity to abundance, from fear to courage. Releasing limiting beliefs also requires a deep sense of self-compassion. It is important to recognize that these beliefs were often formed as a way to protect ourselves from perceived harm or failure. They may have served a purpose at some point in our lives, but they are no longer needed. By approaching ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can let go of these beliefs without judgment, allowing ourselves to grow into the fullness of our potential. Ultimately, the process of recognizing and releasing limiting beliefs is about reclaiming our power. It is about taking control of the narrative we tell ourselves and choosing to believe in our own worth, strength, and capability. It is the foundation upon which self-love and empowerment are built. Without this crucial step, our efforts to empower ourselves may be undermined by the very beliefs we hold about our limitations. But by courageously confronting and releasing these beliefs, we open the door to a life of greater freedom, possibility, and fulfillment. Embracing self-worth and value is a transformative step in the journey towards self-love and empowerment. It is about recognizing at the deepest level that you are inherently worthy of love, respect, and success, not because of what you do or achieve, but simply because of who you are. This understanding is often obscured by external pressures and societal expectations that equate worth with accomplishments, status, or approval from others. However, true self-worth is intrinsic. It is not contingent upon external validation, but is rooted in the very essence of your being. To embrace self-worth, it is essential to dismantle the external metrics that we often use to measure our value. In a world that constantly pushes us to achieve more, be more, and have more, it is easy to fall into the trap of believing that our worth is tied to our productivity or the opinions of others. However, this external validation is fleeting and unreliable, leading to a constant need for approval and a perpetual sense of inadequacy. Instead, true self-worth comes from an internal understanding that you are enough, just as you are. One of the key practices in embracing self-worth is self-compassion. This involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer to a close friend. It means acknowledging your flaws and mistakes without harsh judgment, and recognizing that imperfection is a natural part of the human experience. Through self-compassion, you begin to see yourself as worthy of love and respect, regardless of your circumstances or past actions. It is also important to celebrate your strengths and achievements, no matter how small they may seem. In a world that often focuses on what is lacking, taking the time to acknowledge and appreciate your accomplishments is a powerful way to reinforce your sense of self-worth. This could be as simple as keeping a journal of your daily wins or regularly reflecting on the qualities that make you unique and valuable. Over time, these practices help to shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a greater sense of self-appreciation and value. Embracing self-worth is not about becoming arrogant or self-centered. It is about cultivating a deep, unshakable belief in your own value. This belief becomes the foundation upon which you build a life of empowerment, resilience, and fulfillment. When you truly embrace your worth, you are no longer swayed by the opinions of others or the ups and downs of life. Instead, you stand strong in the knowledge that you are enough, just as you are, and that you deserve to live a life that reflects your inherent value. Positive affirmations are a potent tool in the journey of self-love and empowerment. These are simple, yet powerful statements that are designed to challenge and overcome negative thoughts, foster positive thinking, and build a strong, resilient mindset. When practiced consistently, affirmations have the power to reshape your beliefs, alter your self-perception, and transform your life. At their core, affirmations work by countering the negative and often unconscious thoughts that can dominate our minds. These negative thoughts can stem from past experiences, societal pressures, or internalized criticism, and they often lead to self-doubt, fear, and a diminished sense of self-worth. Affirmations, however, offer a direct challenge to these negative patterns. By repeating positive statements, you are effectively reprogramming your mind to focus on what is true, empowering, and life-affirming. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to create new neural pathways in the brain. When you consistently repeat positive affirmations, you are training your brain to adopt new ways of thinking. Over time, these new thought patterns become stronger and more automatic, replacing the old negative patterns that once held you back. This process is known as neuroplasticity, and it highlights the brain's incredible capacity to change and adapt. By harnessing this power, affirmations enable you to cultivate a more positive, empowered mindset. For affirmations to be effective, they must be personal, specific, and spoken with conviction. It is not enough to simply recite positive words. You must believe in what you are saying. For example, instead of saying, "I am confident," you might say, "I am confident in my ability to handle whatever challenges come my way." This specific, actionable statement resonates more deeply and is more likely to be internalized as truth. When you say these affirmations with belief and intention, they become a powerful force for change in your life. In addition to repetition, the emotional connection you have to your affirmations is crucial. The more you can feel the truth of your affirmations as you say them, the more effective they will be. Visualization can be a powerful tool in this process. As you repeat your affirmations, visualize yourself embodying the qualities you are affirming. See yourself as strong, capable, and worthy. Feel the emotions that come with this vision: confidence, joy, and peace. This emotional connection reinforces the affirmation and accelerates the process of change. Affirmations are not just about wishful thinking, they are about creating a new reality. When you consistently affirm positive, empowering beliefs, you begin to align your actions with these beliefs. You start to make choices that reflect your newfound self-belief and confidence. Over time, this leads to tangible changes in your life: better relationships, greater success, improved well-being, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Resilience is not about being impervious to pain or difficulty. It is about having the strength to keep going, even in the face of setbacks. Life is full of uncertainties and challenges, and it is unrealistic to expect that we will never encounter difficulties. However, what sets resilient individuals apart is their ability to maintain a sense of hope and purpose. even in the darkest of times. They understand that challenges are a part of life and that they have the inner resources to overcome them. One of the key aspects of cultivating resilience is developing a growth mindset. This mindset, as described by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. When you have a growth mindset, you see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles. You recognize that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone to success. This perspective empowers you to approach life with curiosity, openness, and a willingness to learn, even from your mistakes. Confidence, on the other hand, is about trusting yourself and your abilities. It is about knowing that you have the skills, knowledge, and inner strength to face whatever life throws at you. Confidence is not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It is about believing in your ability to figure things out, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. This belief in yourself is what allows you to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams with determination. To cultivate confidence, it is important to build a solid foundation of self-knowledge and self-acceptance. This involves taking the time to understand your strengths and weaknesses, your values and goals, and your unique talents and abilities. When you have a clear sense of who you are and what you stand for, you are less likely to be swayed by external opinions or setbacks. Instead, you are able to stay grounded in your own truth and to move forward with confidence, even in the face of uncertainty. Another important aspect of building confidence is taking consistent, small steps towards your goals. Confidence is built through action by setting goals, taking risks, and learning from your experiences. Each time you step out of your comfort zone and succeed, your confidence grows. Even when you encounter setbacks, the very act of trying builds resilience and reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome challenges. Over time, these small wins accumulate, creating a strong foundation of confidence that you can draw upon in difficult times. Resilience and confidence are not fixed traits, they are qualities that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. By nurturing these qualities, you equip yourself with the tools you need to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. You become more adaptable, more courageous, and more capable of creating the life you desire. And most importantly, you develop a deep, unshakable belief in yourself and your ability to rise above any challenge. Fostering a mindset of abundance and possibility is a transformative practice that shifts your focus from scarcity to opportunity. In a world where we are often conditioned to think in terms of lack, whether it's lack of time, resources, love, or opportunities, developing an abundance mindset allows you to see the limitless potential that exists within and around you. This shift in perspective not only empowers you to pursue your goals with greater confidence, but also enhances your overall sense of well-being and fulfillment. An abundance mindset is rooted in the belief that there is enough for everyone, that opportunities are limitless, that resources are plentiful, and that success is not a zero-sum game. This belief stands in stark contrast to a scarcity mindset, which is characterized by the fear of not having enough and the belief that you must compete with others to secure your share of the pie. A scarcity mindset can lead to feelings of envy, anxiety, and a constant sense of inadequacy, as you are always comparing yourself to others and fearing that you are falling short. To cultivate an abundance mindset, it is important to start by recognizing and challenging the scarcity-based thoughts that may be holding you back. These thoughts often manifest as fear of failure, fear of missing out, or fear of not being enough. When you catch yourself thinking in terms of scarcity, pause and reframe your thoughts. Instead of focusing on what you lack, shift your attention to what you have and what is possible. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never have enough time to achieve my goals," you might affirm, "I have all the time I need to accomplish what is most important to me." Gratitude is a powerful tool in fostering a mindset of abundance. By regularly reflecting on the things you are grateful for, you train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life. This practice helps you to see the abundance that already exists, which in turn opens you up to even more opportunities. When you approach life with a sense of gratitude, you are more likely to notice and appreciate the abundance around you, whether it's in the form of supportive relationships, new opportunities, or personal growth. Another key aspect of an abundance mindset is the willingness to share and collaborate with others. When you believe in abundance, you are more open to giving, whether it's your time, knowledge, or resources, because you trust that there is enough for everyone. This generosity not only enriches your life, but also strengthens your connections with others and creates a positive cycle of giving and receiving. Collaboration, rather than competition, becomes your natural mode of operation, leading to greater success and fulfillment for all involved. An abundance mindset also involves embracing uncertainty and seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of fearing the unknown or avoiding risks, you approach life with curiosity and openness. You trust that even if things don't go as planned, there are valuable lessons to be learned and new opportunities to be discovered. This perspective allows you to navigate life with greater resilience and optimism, as you are not bound by fear but are empowered by the belief in endless possibilities. Ultimately, fostering a mindset of abundance and possibility is about recognizing the limitless potential that exists within you and in the world around you. It is about shifting your focus from lack to abundance, from fear to trust, and from competition to collaboration. When you cultivate this mindset, you open yourself up to a life of greater fulfillment, joy, and success. You begin to see that the only limits are the ones you place on yourself, and that by embracing abundance, you can create a life that is rich with possibilities. Sustaining self-love and empowerment is an ongoing journey, one that requires consistent effort and intentional practice. It is not something that can be achieved overnight or maintained passively. Rather, it is a daily commitment to nurturing and reinforcing the beliefs and behaviors that support your growth and well-being. By integrating practices of self-love and empowerment into your daily routine, you create a strong foundation that enables you to thrive in all areas of your life. One of the most effective ways to sustain self-love is through regular self-care. Self-care is not just about physical well-being, it encompasses mental, emotional, and spiritual health as well. This means taking time each day to care for your body, whether through exercise, nutrition, or rest, as well as engaging in activities that nourish your mind and soul. This could involve meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, or engaging in creative pursuits. By prioritizing self-care, you reinforce the message that you are worthy of care and attention, which in turn strengthens your self-love. Another important aspect of sustaining self-love and empowerment is setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your time, energy, and well-being. They allow you to say no to things that drain you or do not align with your values, and to say yes to the things that support your growth and happiness. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, and it is a powerful way to maintain your sense of empowerment. It is important to regularly assess your boundaries and make adjustments as needed to ensure that you are honoring your needs and priorities. Practicing mindfulness is another key element in sustaining self-love and empowerment. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your inner dialogue and can catch negative or self-critical thoughts before they take root. This awareness allows you to choose more empowering thoughts and actions, and to stay connected to your true self. Mindfulness also helps you to cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment, which can enhance your overall sense of well-being. Daily affirmations are a powerful tool for reinforcing self-love and empowerment. By regularly repeating positive affirmations, you strengthen the beliefs that support your growth and happiness. These affirmations can serve as a reminder of your worth, your strengths, and your potential. Whether you say them in the morning to set the tone for your day, or at night to reinforce your progress, affirmations are a simple yet effective way to sustain your journey of self-love. It is also important to surround yourself with a supportive community. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your mindset and well-being. Seek out relationships that uplift and inspire you, and let go of those that drain your energy or undermine your self-worth. By cultivating a network of supportive, like-minded individuals, you create an environment that nurtures your growth and empowerment. This community can provide encouragement, accountability, and inspiration as you continue on your journey. Lastly, sustaining self-love and empowerment requires a commitment to continuous learning and growth. This means being open to new experiences, seeking out knowledge and wisdom, and embracing change as a natural part of life. By adopting a mindset of lifelong learning, you ensure that you are always evolving and expanding your understanding of yourself and the world around you. This commitment to growth reinforces your sense of empowerment and allows you to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and confidence. Sustaining self-love and empowerment is a daily practice that involves intentional actions and a commitment to your well-being. By integrating practices such as self-care, boundary setting, mindfulness, affirmations, community building, and continuous learning into your life, you create a strong foundation that supports your growth and happiness. Remember that self-love and empowerment are not destinations but journeys, and that by making them a priority every day, you can create a life that is rich, fulfilling, and deeply aligned with your true self. As we bring our journey of self-love and empowerment to a close, it's important to remember that the power to transform your life lies within you. The steps we've explored, recognizing and releasing limiting beliefs, embracing your intrinsic self-worth, harnessing the transformative power of positive affirmations, cultivating inner resilience and confidence, fostering a mindset of abundance, and sustaining these practices daily are all essential components of a life lived fully and authentically. Empowerment is not something bestowed upon you by external forces, it is something you cultivate from within. By consistently practicing these principles, you are laying the groundwork for a life where you are not merely surviving but thriving. You are choosing to step into your true power, to live from a place of deep self-love and unwavering confidence. This journey is ongoing, a daily commitment to nurturing your inner strength and embracing the limitless possibilities that life has to offer. It is about recognizing that you are the author of your own story, with the power to rewrite any narrative that no longer serves you. As you move forward, may you carry with you the knowledge that you are capable, deserving, and infinitely powerful, and that by embracing these truths, you can create a life that reflects the beauty and strength of your true self.